Welcome to the third video in our Haptique RS90 user guide series. In this session, we'll demonstrate how to use macros on the Haptique. Macros are one of the most powerful and globally requested features of Haptique, bringing together multiple device actions into a single command. Many other control systems call them activities, but here we simply call them macros. Let's get started by creating a custom sequence. A sequence is a list of commands arranged in order, which are sent through the Haptique. These commands can combine multiple protocols. In this example, we'll create a simple sequence that turns on the TV and then presses the Netflix app launch button. Once done, let's save it and name it Watch Netflix, using the Netflix logo for easy recognition. Now we've created a basic sequence. Click on the heart icon to mark it as a favorite sequence. You'll soon see why. The screen will ask which Haptique this favorite sequence should be mapped to. Select it, confirm, and you're done. Now let's dive into rooms once again. Just like we mapped devices earlier, we can also map macros, which are sequences. Click on any empty space in the room, choose macros, and then select the sequence we just created. Make sure to save this room setup. Next, let's talk about key mapping, customizing the buttons on your Haptique. This is one of the main reasons people love using it as a universal remote. Let's revisit the sequence we made earlier and open the key mapping tab. Each button can be assigned a command from the device pool. So, let's map the volume buttons to the TV and assign cursor navigation, back, and the remaining buttons to the Fire TV. We're showcasing this as a manual process, since we selected this as a custom sequence. But note that there are also smart sequences, which map these buttons automatically. Manual mapping gives us a clearer look at how the process works. For power, mute, and play pause, you don't need to map them separately. Haptique automatically identifies them as toggle commands. Now that our key mapping is ready just the way we want, let's move to the tab in the middle, the Off tab. Every time a sequence is created, an off sequence is automatically generated. Haptique recognizes the off commands from the devices used to start the sequence and assigns them under the off section. You can also deselect or modify any of the commands from the off list as needed. In the next update, we'll be adding even more flexibility, allowing users to select any other command, not just off, for even greater control. For this setup, every time we use this sequence to turn on the TV, we also want the lights to turn off. So, we'll add the previously imported scene and include its off command within the on sequence. Once that's done, we'll save the sequence, which now includes on and off commands, plus all our custom key mapping. Once you're ready to test your work, sync your Haptique to apply all the changes we just made. The sequence is now available in the room, ready for testing. Remember, to run a macro, simply long press its icon. You'll see the commands being sent one by one in real time. Now that the macro, or let's say the on sequence, has completed, swipe up to view the available UI pages. This is the collection of devices used within the sequence. You can return to the room view, where you'll notice a lock icon on the right side. This ensures the keypad cursor continues to work according to your key mapping, even when you're outside the macro screen. You can test the physical keys and watch the corresponding actions appear on screen. If you'd like to unlock the key mapping, simply tap the lock icon again. To turn off the macro, use the red off button, which is also accessible from the macro UI. If you want to return to the main interface, just long press the macro once more. For those who don't prefer using rooms or simply want to access macros directly, we've made them available as a separate page. This page functions exactly like the room-based macros and can even be set as your home screen. From the settings, you can choose macros as home, giving you quick access to all your favorite automations right when you start your Haptique. We designed this system so you can seamlessly use key mapping and the room UI together. Now you've learned how to master key mapping, macros, and quick buttons. giving you the ultimate control experience with your Haptique RS90. And that brings us to the end of the third video in this tutorial series. So far, you've learned the essentials of the Haptique operating system and how each feature connects to create a seamless control experience. We hope this helped you better understand the way we've designed Haptique to function. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.